Hello everyone, thanks so much for watching my video about which item to counter every Dota 2 hero. The most annoying thing about this hero is his ultimate. No matter how much you hit him, you can't break through his HP regen. That's why we buy Spirit Vessel to counter this menace. His call and counter Helix can destroy a team in a couple of seconds. Therefore, use EUL to prevent your team from dying. This creep in the lane is easily countered by buying a magic stick. This is how we bully him early on and prevent him from farming the necessary items. Then we end the game in 25 minutes. This hero is very annoying. He maintains distance well and doesn't let you get close. Therefore, at the very beginning of the fight, you should blink dagger in and melt the ice as fast as possible. He is easily countered with Yules. Cast it on him during a fight and kill his team while he's disabled. This fool won't even manage to put a shield on anyone. He is afraid of distance. That's why, by getting a Hurricane Pike, we easily break his strength and kill him. Just buy a Lotus Orb. He really hates having his own spells targeted back at him. He really dislikes it when his sticky napalm, which he's been applying for a couple of minutes, is dispelled with one button. Magic Stick, Yules, or Manta style. He becomes useless. He shares the same fate as the Spider Mother, just pick up more AoE damage. He needs to be killed with burst damage. If that's not possible, at least dispel the debuffs from yourself with Manta style or any other dispel. You won't feel the damage from his passive if you have improved lifesteal. Get Satanic and he becomes useless. He can't kill you if you press TP back to base in time after his ultimate. Don't forget to tip him after the TP. King of Stolen Gold. Get Yules and Dust of Appearance, always. Yules removes his ultimate's debuff from you and Dust show where the rat's nest is. She is easily countered by AoE damage, like Maelstrom. Her spiders will die like dirt being swept up at home. Playing a carry, get a Battle Fury, you won't regret it. One Force Staff can make him the most useless hero on the map. Get Boots of Travel so this devil doesn't destroy all your structures. You don't even need to counter her. She counters herself. Against this cold girl, Black King Bar helps. She becomes useless in a fight. To avoid dying to his ultimate's damage, be mobile. Force Staff will help you with this. The most annoying hero with his ultimate. Buy Lincoln Sphere, and he won't be able to do anything to you unless he has taken the Satyr skill. This knight doesn't like it when you can dispel his debuffs or stun, so Manta style will be an excellent choice. Armor, as much as possible. Assault Cuirass will help not only you, but also your team. He doesn't like it when you disrupt his dynamics, 1 UOs or Hex, and he won't manage to press anything in a fight. Blade Mail, and she won't win a 1v1 duel. Be sure to buy BKB against this hero. This item will not only help you survive his ultimate, but also prevent him from catching up to you with his second skill. But remember, this is all before he buys his Aghanim's Scepter. Glimmer Cape is a great counter for him. He won't be able to cast spells on you or deal big magic damage. Infused Raindrops help early on against her. This prevents her from getting fed off you and easily counters her in the mid-game. BKB is on our list again. It's an absolute must-have against him. Without it, you literally lose position in a fight and can't deal damage. Buy Guardian Greaves against him to save your team and prevent him from getting a rampage. He is one of the most annoying heroes in the game, but his spells require a certain cast time. You can take Ills and counter him. By the way, many heroes don't know that the extra damage from his Astral Spirit can be dispelled by the Yule's Dispel. He, like many heroes with fast movement and agility, is very afraid of silence. Buy Orchid and counter him. Silver Edge, and this hero is no longer unkillable. Aeon Disc will help you survive his black hole. Oh look, it's Aeon Disc again. It will help you survive in big team fights. He is very afraid when his own damage is reflected back at him. Buy Blade Mail and he won't hit you anymore. Lotus Orb can create huge problems for him. You reflect literally all the spells he casts on you back at him, and they also play a nasty joke against his team. So this annoying squirrel constantly plants a tree and casts spells on you. A regular quelling blade can save you and destroy the tree he planted. You can get an Eye of Scotty on a carry, a Spirit Vessel on a support, or a Shiva's Guard on a mid laner to stop this hero from snowballing. Literally, one Force Staff is enough to make this hero's spells absolutely useless. He is one of the strongest heart supports in Dota. If you don't kill him, you don't kill anyone. So buy a Blink Dagger and take him out at the first opportunity. He kills everyone with one ultimate, but by buying a Shadow Blade, any Invis, or even a Yule's, you can easily counter his ultimate. All of his spells are magical, which means that by getting a BKB, you can easily negate his abilities. Buy a Force Staff. When he casts X marks the spot on you, followed by Torrent, just click, click, click the Force Staff, and when you return from the X, you might dodge the Torrent and survive. Any control on this hero, such as Hex, Yule's, Ethereal Blade, will easily make him useless in a fight. He is a magical hero who always keeps his distance, so buy a Glimmer Cape as he won't always be able to use dust nearby or place a sentry ward in the center. Your team will thank you. In the early game, Yule's is perfect. It will prevent you from dying. Then you can build a Wind Waker and save teammates from his duel. You can also always buy a Lincoln Sphere. Against this hero, if you are playing a ranged carry, Hurricane Pike is perfect, allowing you to maintain distance and deal DPS effectively. Ghost Scepter is excellent against him and his wolves. You can use this item and fly back to your base, as he has no stun to interrupt it. You need to kill the main hero, my friend. Hurricane Pike is great for closing the distance and dealing damage. She deals a lot of AoE damage, so buying a Crimson Guard for your team will easily counter her Moon Glaives. Force Staff is on our list again, but it's the top one item for countering many Dota heroes. Nevertheless, you can easily escape his Chain Frost with this item. She has a lot of magical damage. That's why we can get something for magic resistance, such as Glimmer Cape, Eternal Shroud, or Pipe, and easily survive her full spell combo. I actually characterize this hero as very annoying. He sucks all your mana in the lane. That's why by buying a magic wand, you can easily restore your mana and secure the necessary kill. Just buy a Blade Mail and reflect all the damage back at him. He will die faster. BKB works great against him and his arena. You can easily press it and walk out of the arena he cast on you. He, like many heroes with fast HP, Rigon is very afraid of Spirit Vessel. Buy Spirit Vessel or Scotty so he can't quickly restore his strength. Diffusal Blade is absolutely necessary against her. You'll easily burn her mana by 40 units with every hit and kill her easily. He's afraid of stun. That's why you can buy a Skull Basher and easily stop him when he tries to escape. Manta Style is again excellent against her. You can easily create an illusion so the arrow hits it for 5 seconds and stuns the illusion instead of you. He is one of those physical heroes who always hits with auto attacks. That's why you can buy Heaven's Halberd and stop him. Absolutely the same thing. He is a very annoying hero. Take a Hex and stop his onslaught. Just buy a Ghost Scepter, and this hero won't do anything to you. He can easily be avoided by buying a Force Staff. You can easily run away from his second skill, and then apply your skills to him. You dodge her net, and get as close to your tower as possible for help. He doesn't like when his Ghost Shroud is dispelled. Buy a Nullifier on your carry or mid laner and easily kill him with your team. One Quelling Blade, and you easily chop down all his momentum on the map. Playing against him turns the game into a horror game. Sentry wards help you get rid of the jump scares. He has many targeted spells and items. Therefore, you can easily take a Lotus Orb and redirect them back at him. Nullifier easily dispels his ultimate from everyone on the map. He is a hero who kills any character in a few hits. Heaven's Halberd will help you stop him. It's impossible to quickly kill a late game carry when playing against him. Therefore, you must counter him first. Take a Blink Dagger and immediately find him in the fight. Oh, he always keeps his position in a fight. He tries to place his supernova as inconveniently as possible for you while dealing periodic damage. Force Staff will be an ideal choice to escape the fight or quickly attack his egg. I won't repeat myself. Force Staff is one of the best save items in Dota. Hurricane Pike will help maintain distance from his spells. Even if you get caught by the hook, use the item on yourself and you might survive. She has built-in miss chance. Monkey King Bar is a must-have. Like many heroes with illusions, AoE damage will help you, such as Mjolnir or Battle Fury. Silence is necessary against him. This way, he won't be able to escape and you will quickly deal all your damage. He, like the hero with Ghost Shroud, has a built-in Ghost Scepter. Get a nullifier. He deals a fair amount of physical damage, and in the late stages, you can literally die from one spell. Cuirass will help not only you, but also your team. She constantly changes position in a fight due to her built-in blink. Turn off this ability for her, Orchid or Hex. He is an invisible hero. Sentry Ward, and once again, Sentry Ward. The Clown's box can easily be removed with a Dispel. He is a situational hero. He only poses a threat with stolen spells. Therefore, use Observer Wards to know his position. This worm creates madness with the magical damage from his ultimate. Now he also has composite damage from his stinger. If you activate Pipet of Insight during his epicenter, your team will at least not turn to sand, and he'll have to hit you with auto attacks instead of turning you to dust. If he ults you, forget about everything. Any defensive item will instantly be dispelled. But do you know what isn't dispelled? Satanic. He summons clones that also hit you, so just turn on Satanic and hit yourself until you either die or win. Sad, but it works. His passive reduces armor so much that you feel like a crushed tin can. Get Assault Cuirass, and the chance of dying from one spell drops sharply. Blink Hex from him is something that BKB won't save you from, but Sanj and Yasha will reduce the stun duration, so at least you'll start suffering again a little faster. It's simple. Choose any Dispel, but Manta style is the best. Its illusions can hit this genius of silence right in the face, and it feels incredibly satisfying. Never, hear me, never buy a Glimmer Cape against him. He'll burn right through you with his ultimate and you'll die like a candle. Better take a Force Staff, let your stupid carry at least manage to run away from his laser. This jerk is a pain in the butt, but Yule's Scepter will make life a little less horrible. Cast it preemptively, you'll ruin his blink initiation. And yes, his sprint can be dispelled, so make him walk. Valve patch pounds, and now Force Staff doesn't work. I thought countering him was impossible, until I realized he has already thrown all the sentry wards on the map, so Glimmer Cape suddenly became more useful than it seems. Let the little thief search for you in the dark. Why does her shotgun deal so much damage? Just buy infused raindrops. You'll thank me later. Her ultimate shoots across the whole map and kills half-dead heroes. But if you activate Smoke of Deceit at the moment she shoots, the projectile won't reach. Remember this, many people in history would have wanted to know this trick. She will still buy a nullifier no matter how you play, but Yo's remains useful. You can lift both yourself and her when she flies out of her ultimate right into your face. If you see him charging at you with Bulldoze, Yo's right in his face, you'll cancel the charge and dispel Bulldoze. For the first time in your life, you'll have a chance to take revenge for all the suffering. She can buy a BKB, but she's ashamed to. Punish her with an Orchid as early as possible, let her BKB timer start ticking in the mid-game, let her suffer. I wanted to recommend A on disc, but then I learned that he'll still hit you with his cleave, even if you're under the disc. So, good luck. Valve, please explain why this even works. This maniac blows up everything that moves. He deals a ton of magical damage, and his mines also cut magic resistance. Get a Pipe of Insight, and suddenly, you'll stop dying just from stepping in the wrong place. And yes, Suicide Attack will be slightly less deadly. A little bit. Don't be be fooled by her small auto attacks. She is ranged, and Heaven's Halberd works on her for the full 5 seconds. While she's sitting under a disarm, her shiny melt is useless, and you can safely slap this fragile assassin on the helmet. Ravage is scary, yes, but the real horror is his invulnerability. If he took the aspect to boost Kraken Shell, take Silver Edge, and his 70 damage block will just vanish. For the first time in your life, this fat squid can actually be killed. With Aghanims, he turns into a regenerating tank that explodes. To avoid dying from his breath, by Spirit Vessel, it cuts his Riggin and eats away at his huge barrier while he dreams of cutting everyone like firewood. No matter how many counter items there are against him, it's all useless. But Nullifier really works. It removes his shield, which prevents Blink from proccing. And finally, when you catch him, you've caught him, and you're not just watching him fly away saying, hey, hey, rearm. Fighting him head on is usually a bad idea, but Satanic gives you a chance. Let him throw his entire combo at you, and you turn on lifesteal and just fight the rock until the end. You or the granite. His leech seed and overgrowth can be dispelled. Take Manta style and just press one button, and half of his ability set is on vacation. Now this forest hippie can only cry into the foliage. As a main, I say nothing is more painful than pressing ultimate and flying into a Yule's 3 times in a row. Even if he bought a BKB, you can always lift yourself and watch him hit the air in a rage. Players on him deserve to suffer. Just wait for him to cast Snowball and then force staff yourself under your tier 3 tower. He'll fly right into your towers, realizing what he's done. Every patch, Valve buffs his Q for some reason. Get a Pipe of Insight, and it will feel like you're playing against a version from 18 patches ago when he wasn't yet a fire god from hell. Everyone says, kill the tombstone quickly, but your supports can't. They're being eaten by zombies. Activate Crimson Guard, and these walking corpses will be scratching your armor instead of taking your face off in 3 seconds. When he activates his ultimate, he has 50% status resistance. All your slows, bashes, hexes, garbage. But do you know what works? Yule's Scepter. He spins in the air, and you just watch and think, there, you've calmed down, little bear. Her ultimate hits farther than her stun, so she always starts with the ultimate. Lincoln's Sphere won't let her swap places, and it won't let her get that stupid shield that frankly she didn't even need. Lotus Orb is a must-have. If he casts his ultimate on you, you'll just reflect it back, and now he'll poison himself. He won't be able to move, will be angry and offended, and you'll be happy. You don't need to Manta dodge the ultimate, just press Manta when the projectile is flying. The projectile disappears. Why? No idea. Valve doesn't know, but it works. Use it. He hits with magic, and his birds hit with physical damage. So Crimson Guard cuts their damage to 0, especially if you have a lot of strength. And no, if you buy Crimson on an int hero, you're sick. He is a spirit. And spirits hate Orchid. Seriously, how many times do I have to repeat this? Notice you bought an Orchid, and suddenly he stopped flying. Coincidence? I don't think so. Lotus Orb isn't exactly a must here, but sometimes it reflects Fatal Bonds onto his team and the damage triples. Plus, his teammates will flame him. So buy Lotus Orb and pray for luck. Not a spirit, but he still doesn't like flowers. And Orchid is a brilliant counter. Let him spend money on defense, not on killing you in a second. She casts her ultimate on you, and you just press Blade Mail, and you see the fear in her eyes. Too late, baby. You've already signed your death warrant. This hero likes to stand off to the side and wait for the perfect 5-man ultimate. If you blink onto her, the most she'll do is an ultimate on 4 people, and in the best case, she'll die in a panic. His ultimate isn't quite physical, and evasion doesn't work, but it's not quite magic either. Anyway, Dota, just buy a Ghost Scepter and you won't die. Trust me, players on him are too stupid to buy dust, so Glimmer Cape will make him lost, and his skeletons will run into the forest, meet Hellbear, and just become extinct. Beautiful. Magical damage, lightning, suffering, pipe of insight is your only shield against this little god of wrath. Without it, you're just toast. Thank you for your attention and for watching. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment for more.